So today we're going to be working on the second coat or the filler coat of the joins. Before we get down to business, I'm going to get in, clean out the space, get rid of all that crap, and maybe give some of the bumpier bits of the joins a quick sand over so we're starting fresh. Not going to go crazy here, we're just going to knock off any of the big bumps that you can see. Anything that's going to impede your knife as you're applying the fill coat, get rid of that because our fill coat's probably going to cover most of the little indiscretions. We've got our big old knife, got our trolley boy, got our big tub of topping compound. I'll show you what I'm doing. So where our two factory edges, the two recessed parts meet, you can see we've got our little couple of millimeters gap here. So that's what we're going to be filling up. We're going to be slightly overfilling it as we go down so that our next pass can sand it out and fill it out again. Some of the instructions tell you to use a trowel, others say to use a knife. I don't really have a preference or an idea of which one's best, but I'm going to do a couple with the trowel because I've been using a knife, and we'll see how it goes. Back at it again after dinner. We're going to crack on with this fill coat. So I've been trying a bit of an unorthodox technique with using the knife that I've kind of gotten used to and the trowel. So just pasting the mud on the join nice and thick with the knife, and then troweling it down. We now have our second filler coat on all of our vertical joins, including our vertical corners, and we've filled up all of the screw holes. We'll call it a night for tonight. Come back tomorrow, sand it off and do the ceiling. So our doors are in, our cupboard's in, and now we're just going through and putting in the plasterboard above and beside it. So I'll quickly show you. We've sheeted up our little return. So along the top of our frame, down the bottom of our frame, we've just sheeted that up with our gyprock, and now I've filled the gaps, and now we're going to go through and tape it all like we did with all our corners. Same with our top and bottom plates here. We've sheeted it all. I'll just put one layer on the top of the plaster, and now we're going to go through all and tape it up. I've left a little vent hole down the bottom that we're going to slap on our little vents. So I was originally going to put in some vent holes in the door and run our exhaust ducting through there, but I realized that we've already got some holes in the side, so we'll make that work in a little bit. More sanding. I'm actually really enjoying the plastering. I would never fucking do it for a living, but as I'm slowly getting better, I'm feeling, yeah, I'm enjoying the process. It's a bit more sculptural, feeling like a sculptor, making my little box. You also have the opportunity to like really hone in on details, sitting around listening to podcasts and playing with the mud repeatedly. Also getting a little bit better bit by bit and adding that little bit of finesse to your little knife movements. But I'm really looking forward to never doing plastering again. So we cut away our little tape bubbles, but I forgot to fill them up before we left last night. So that's on the to-do list today. And I've also noticed that It's been, I don't know, it's been like 18 hours, but I can see that we've got some dark spots with the mud that we've applied. So it probably indicates that it hasn't quite dried yet. It's probably been put on a little bit thick. So I have to be careful sanding those areas that are not dry yet. All right. Today we sanded off our final coat. We found a few little areas that needed touching up. So we marked those, filled them up, and today we're gonna go around, sand off those touch-ups, and hopefully we don't need any further touch-ups. Fingers crossed. Although I have a feeling we're gonna need some touch-ups. I heard you like touch-ups. I'm gonna fill that, do a bit more sanding, and then try and fix up these edges. Let's do it. Okay, I think we might be done with the plastering. I'm very hesitant to say that because I've been touching up this motherfucker for the last week, just sanding and finding little bits and pieces that I forgot. But I've just gone around touching up the touch-ups, and it's all looking pretty good. So I'm gonna call it, we're done with the plastering, fuck yes. So I'm gonna clean out the space, get rid of as much dust as possible off the walls, and then we'll put on an undercoat of paint. Hell yeah, it's coming together. Okay, the undercoat's on. That's our first layer of paint, and it's now feeling like a white box. It feels exactly the same. Actually, that's a lie. It feels, the plaster is so absorbent when you're kind of sanding it and working with it. It feels so fucking dry in here, but now it's kind of got a bit of a reprieve. Not only does it feel more like a room, but it's less dusty and less kind of construction. Now we're kind of stepping slowly towards it being a man cave slash gypsy dungeon of dank beats. Fuck yeah. Look at what we've got here. The completed studio. Spoiler alert, I hope that doesn't ruin it for anyone. I did finish the studio, and through the magic of television, I'm editing together all the footage that you see on these clips. It's been awesome. It's been awesome to use this space. But yeah, we're nearly there. We're nearly on the home stretch. Please stick around. The last kind of stages are extremely satisfying because it all kind of comes together and you get to see it transform into a studio. So not long now, maybe like one episode, whatever, maybe two. But yeah, please click through the link if it exists. Click through the next episode. If you want more information on how I'm doing it, I'm going to put instructions on the website, and yeah, ask us any questions. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.